The All Records screen is the main area in which you can manage your data within MetaLocator. To get to the All Records screen, click Data and then All Records. By default, it will list your data according to the order in which it was imported, and that is by ID. If you'd like to change the sorting, you can click the column names in order to change the sort parameter. So let's sort by whether or not the record is published. Notice that the black arrow appears next to published, indicating that that is the direction or column by which this data is sorted. Click again to change the sort direction from ascending to descending. To edit any of your data, click on the name of the location. Just click back to return to the Data All Records screen. Notice at the bottom you can page through your data by clicking the Next button or jump to a specific page by clicking one of the numbers. You can also control the number of records that are displayed per page by choosing a number from the drop-down list. Within the Data All Records screen, you can delete, publish, unpublish, and categorize data. In order to select a record, choose the checkbox to the left of the name. Then, with multiple records selected, you can choose an operation to perform on those records, such as deleting those records. Notice I have 3 records selected, and I'll choose Delete and click Go. It will prompt me to ensure that I want to delete the records that I've chosen. The records have been successfully deleted. In the columns off to the right, you notice that there's a green checkbox in the published and geocoded columns. These indicate that the records are both published and geocoded. Clicking on the published checkbox will unpublish that record, and it will indicate a red X in the column, indicating that the record is not published. If the record is not geocoded, that is, it does not have latitude and longitude assigned to it, a similar red X will appear in the geocoded column. If you want to manage multiple records that are too many to individually select, you can create a dynamic selection using the Search and Select control above. Let's expand Search and Select by clicking on it. If I wanted to create a selection of all the records that I have in the state of Arizona, I could search. I could choose Arizona from the state drop-down list and then click Create Selection. This will select all of the records in my database that are contained within the state of Arizona. Similarly, I could have added a keyword or category selections as necessary. Note that the system has now selected all 297 records that are in the state of Arizona. So if I want to quickly unpublish all records in the state of Arizona, I can select as we've just done, and then in the upper right from Bulk Actions, I could choose Unpublish to remove all the records, or unpublish all records in the state of Arizona. Notice that when a filter has been applied to our data, we see this Filters Applied selection indicated in the Search and Select drop-down list. To clear my search, I can click the black Reset button within the Search and Select drop-down list, and that will return to the traditional default display of all my data. That's an overview of the Data All Records screen.